Alrighty, so today we are going to be looking at stage 3 of the intensifying fights kind of event here. We have 3 missions we need to take care of, which I don't think are going to be too bad whatsoever, but just in case, we'll be taking a look at them. And in this specific instance, let's go ahead and show you guys the bosses before we move on to the fight, right? I'm not trying to waste your time, but I do want to show you the stats of the bosses because I know you guys like to see stuff like that. Let's go ahead and we're over here. You can see that we have a 212,000 super attack right here, and you can see these are going to be all the bosses. We start with Krillin, go to Goku, move on to Nail, and then go to Vegeta. So this is going to be a 4-phase fight. All of them are going to be being able to greatly raise their attack and defense. I believe that's probably going to be on the super attack. So it could be worded kind of funky. Dokkan info isn't always perfect with this stuff in terms of making it like crystal clear for us. So keep that in mind as we are doing this one. But like I said, here you guys can see these are going to be the stats of the bosses. Let's go ahead and move back here. We're going to be doing the missions are going to be defeat Vegeta in the final phase. I believe it said we have to do it in phase 3, and then we also have to do special pose. So I'm going into this fight blind. Oh, okay. So interesting. We're just going to go right to the fight. I don't think there's any reason to take damage here. That doesn't really make much sense to me. So we got our rotations set up the way we want them. Let's go with you right here. Unfortunately, we cannot get the 11 key super for our boy Gotenks, but that is okay, boys. We don't really need it. It would be nice, but it is not a must. So again, I think Gotenks is going to be more than enough for this specific instance, but you never know with these types of things. So here we go. Boom, 0.7 there. The damage doesn't really matter. It's just we need to do, I guess the damage does matter, but I'm not sure what the gimmicks are going to be in this fight. So that is kind of what I'm interested to see. But again, who knows? It could be a movie. It could not be a movie. But I am looking forward to seeing how this fight goes. I want to make sure we get all the missions done on this initial run. So we will see if we're going to be able to do that. Now, we did get a bit shafted with the rotations here. We'll keep Gamma 2 next to Ribrianne, Kakunsa, and Rosie, as unfortunately I want to make sure that when we have Gamma 1, Gamma 2 is ready to go there for him in slot 1, because that is kind of the rotations that we're going to be setting up. Now, I guess what we could do in theory, if we really wanted to, is set up, Gotenks with like the AGL Gotenks, but let's kind of play it out like this just for fun. And then the last mission, I forgot to mention this, we have to use 6 special pose characters. That's why you can see why we are using the special pose sort of team here. So not bad whatsoever. This team is pretty accessible, I'd say. Ribrianne, Rosie, and Kakunsa are like the one character I would say that is like sort of not really that common, just because you shouldn't be summoning for a character like that anyway. But if you do have them, I'm sure they'll fit in just fine to an event like this. I don't foresee it being too difficult. This looks like 9th anti-power creep might be a little bit too much for this fight, but we'll see, because this team is not chock full of 9th anniversary units, but what it is full of is post-9th anniversary units, with AGL Gotenks having his EZA, obviously with the homie, all of the Gotenks is having their EZAs, so we'll see, right? The Super EZA for the Tech Gotenks is obviously going to be a big player here, so we shall see. Now, this fight, this is going to be the phase against Goku, as you guys can see. Again, not going to be able to avoid the 12 key with this Gotenks. We want the 11 key because that is going to be his highest output. I meant to grab the physical orbs. It was a misinput, but we should be okay right here. This super should not take Gotenks out in one shot if he does. And then 10 million right here, no support. This will be fine. On the next rotation, though, our other what's it called? We're going to have the, the AGL Gotenks is going to be floating next to Ribrianne, Kakunsa, and Gamma 2. Oh yeah, the crit is good damage right there. Okay, cool. And I do believe the next time we see Gamma 2, we will be able to link him up with Gamma 1. So we'll have our rotation set up the way we actually want them to. So far, haven't seen a super attack, so I guess that is interesting. Again, not sure what that's all about, but we'll see. Not the best damage there. Okay, so now we are in a bit of a pickle. You have 141, you have 224. How do I want to do this? I'm gonna put Gamma 1 or Gamma 2 in the front, excuse me. I don't love this setup that we have right here, though. We did get a little bit unlucky with the rotations on this one. Double digits, no, he's okay, cool. And then after supering and stuff like that, he'll be okay. All right, not bad, not bad. Now we shall see how this goes. Again, I need to figure out how to get to the Vegeta portion of this fight. I have not done that yet. Again, this is my first playthrough, so I don't really know what is... I know what's happening, but I don't know how the fight is going to play out. Like, there's no meter or anything like that. Usually these have, like, funky conditions you have to do to kind of get to the next part of the fight. So we'll see. My guess is going to have something to do with, like, orbs collected or something like that, but I'll make sure by the end of the video that it is crystal clear. Because this is my first playthrough, I'm not sure just yet. But 2.4 million there. Nothing too crazy, but again, nothing horrible. I mean, that is pretty bad, right? What am I talking about? 2.4 in 2024 is trash. Let me stop being nice. We got to be a super savage, especially if we want to beat this fight. Yeah, just do whatever damage you got to do and then let Gotenks clean this up. Please and thank you. Hopefully Gotenks can clean this up. We only need like... Oh, how much is this going to do? 29,000? Yeah, easy. Okay, cool. All right, Gotenks, can you crit for me, big... Can you crit for me, boss? Thank you. All right, next. The fight against Nail. Now, I believe the mission was clear against Vegeta in Phase 3, so there is a chance we might have to run this again, but I will see what we need to do moving forward. So what we're going to do is we're going to set it up like this. I actually have the higher... Oh, no, the friend one is way higher defense. So we'll put the friend one in the front here. We can get the 11 key with this Gotenks this time. Awesome. So now this is going to be a pretty good rotation setup for him right here. So we should be able to do some decent damage, right? Just because we have the double Super Saiyan Gotenks, and then Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is going to be putting out his maximum output in terms of like where he is with key, right? Because like I said, we want the key to be all the way up to 11, right? Rather than 12, because that's just the way that this Gotenks is set up. So you're going to see a difference in the attack stat, I'm sure of it. Nice dodge there, partner. Yeah, 14 million. That is much better. And then this damage will be good. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, crit for 9. Thank you. And then if this Gotenks decides to like double or triple super with crits, we should be good to go, and we'll be moving on to the next phase against Vegeta. But unfortunately, we did not get it in Phase 3, so I think I did something wrong. So what we will do after we are finished with this run is we will go back and take a look and see what we have to do in order to get to the fourth phase against Vegeta. So you can see we did not fight Vegeta in that specific instance. So that's the special pose mission out of the way. Let's go ahead and go back in, and what we'll do is we'll find another team in order to get the last sort of mission, right? In order to get to Phase 3 against Vegeta. So there we go. I'll be right back. All right, so from what I can understand, the condition is as many rainbow orbs as possible, so that is what I went and did. I built a team with a bunch of rainbow orb changers, and that is what we are going to do. We're just going to go in, and we're going to grab a bunch of rainbow orbs. That's what we're going to do. So, again, this fight seems pretty easy, and you don't need to have a team full of, like, Beast Gohan and all this fun stuff. Like, you don't need all of this in order to beat it. What we do need, though, is a bunch of rainbow orb changers, so that will be relatively easy. What we're going to do is try and collect as many as we can per turn here. So right there, that's 4, and then what we want to do is grab these right here. That is going to give us 3 more. So now we have a ton of rainbow orbs with that turn, and if we just continue to do that, we should be good to go. Gogeta is an orb changer. Tech God Goku is an orb changer. Tech Gogeta is an orb changer. So we have a bunch of rainbow orb changers that are going to make our life very easy. And then you're saying, you know, Vilify, you have Beast Gohan on the team. You don't need Beast Gohan. I'm just trying to speed up the process as, you know, this video has already gone on a bit long. We're already on the 8-minute mark. So, you know, we just having to go back in and do that second run is going to add an additional like 5 minutes to the run. So that is what we are going to do. So we'll keep track. Right there, I believe we got like, what, 9 or 10 rainbow orbs. Just, that's all you need to know, right? Especially for this run, what we need to do is just grab as many as possible every turn. So that is what we're going to do. We're just going to continue to grab rainbow orbs, and we'll see what we have to do from there. So quick one turn for the culture against Krillin and Gohan. And if this does not work, we will try again, but I'm assuming this one's going to work. So now what we need to do, we have more rainbow orb changing going on right here. This is against a pure Saiyan, so we can afford to put God Goku in slot 1. We got a bunch there. Let's grab this right here because we get 4. And then we will grab this one right here because we get 3. Awesome. All right, so that's more rainbow orbs right there. And spoiler alert, Gogeta is going to go stupid against this Goku right here with the type advantage. There's just no reason that Gogeta doesn't just like fly through this phase himself. The HP of the boss is not that hard, is not that much, so shouldn't be too bad whatsoever with the damage aspect, especially considering we have time limit support coming in from Gotenks himself, which is going to be pretty helpful. So here we go. what kind of damage do we have right here? So what we're looking for, again, is a fight against Vegeta. So hopefully we get that, because phase 3 of this would be against Nappa, or was not against Nappa, it would be against Nail. That was what we got in the first run, so what we were looking for is a run against Vegeta. Now, it's looking like we might have to go again, or another turn. It's kind of funny that it worked out like that. I didn't think it was going to, but yeah, this Goku is a little bit tanky. Nothing too crazy, but hey, this gives us more Rainbow Orbs, so I'm cool with that. If you want to mess around and give me more Rainbow Orbs, I'm not going to complain. So, now we have more. Don't need the taunt, that's fine. Let's grab 4 with you right there, and then we can get 2, we can get 2, we can get 2. Yeah, we can only get, how many can we get, guys? I think we can get 2. Then we'll get 2 right there. Okay, that was a pretty good amount of Rainbow Orbs there going into the 3rd phase. So hopefully that is enough moving forward. So 9.3 right there. Now we should be good to go. Beast, if you want to go ahead and finish this off, that's fine. You need to crit, big partner. No? Okay. God forbid we move through this quick, right? We gotta take our sweet time, make sure we get all of the fun in. All right, so boom. And still going, huh? All right. Now, let us see. We want a fight against Vegeta. That is what we want. It is Vegeta. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we did get it. Bring Rainbow Orb Changers and just spam Rainbow Orb Changers, guys. That's all there is to it. So don't overthink it. It's not too bad. Now all we have to do is actually get the W in this fight. God Goku is going to be super clutch in a fight like this, just because he's going to be able to do the damage reduction that we need from him. And then somebody like Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku will be just fine for an event like this, because Vegeta doesn't hit too hard, but that super could potentially do a decent amount of damage. But the super damage on these guys is like less than like 7th anniversary fights, right? So just keep that in mind. Not too bad whatsoever. We just need Gogeta to do his thing, and then Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku will take care of the rest for us. A super could potentially be a little bit of an issue for him, though, I suppose. But you never know. So 4.3 right there, not bad whatsoever. Need more, though. Next turn, I believe we will have Gogeta Blue as well, so we'll actually be able to do some like real damage going into the next phase. So boom, 2.8. Yeah, I guess this Vegeta does have a little bit of health, right? Like, it might take a little bit to get through this. Can you super, though? No? Okay, so he's going to super this version of Goku, which is unfortunate. I don't know if it's going to be an L. I don't think it'll be an L, but I guess I suppose it could be one, right? Yeah, we're dead if he supers. Okay, we got lucky. We got lucky, ladies and gentlemen. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the taunt. We're not messing around anymore. So this Vegeta has hands, so we are not going to mess around. We don't need the Rainbow Orbs anymore, which is good. Not that it would hurt to use them, but we just don't need them at the moment. So we'll do that. We'll do the taunt. We'll get the Gogeta Blue damage in. This is the Rainbow one as well with the time limit support from Gotenks. So I suppose that will help as well. Again, got very lucky with no super on Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku. So we will take that. You take the Mickey Mouse runs when you get them, and you don't look back, right? So Beast Gohan's going to go ahead and do his thing, and then Gogeta Blue, I would imagine, will have more than enough attack prowess to be able to take this out, especially at the Rainbow level. But there we go. Intensifying Fights Stage 3. An interesting fight. Again, if you want the TLDR and you're skipping towards the end, you need to get Rainbow Orbs in the fight in the first 2 phases, as many as you can, in order to get to this fight here with Vegeta instead of Nail, for the additional 5 stones that you get from the mission. So there you have it. All of the missions done right there. Done with no items, for those of you that care. But there we have it. So let's go ahead and get out of this bad boy right here. There's the dub. Perfect. Super easy. We got the special pose one done. We got this one done. We almost got caught there at the end, but that was just an unlucky draw there. Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku, just take him off the team. I simply brought him because he was a Rainbow Orb Changer, and that was it. So there we go. I collected the missions a moment ago, but you can see that is all of them right there. And we're going to accept this last one, and there we go. That's 15 stones brought to you by the Intensifying Fight stage. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Before we go, I'd like to give a quick shout out to all of my members in the channel. This is the channel membership that you can click down below in the link in the description if you want to further support the content that we are creating here. You get exclusive roles and access in the Discord server that I have. The link for that is also in the description. If you would like early access to videos from certain videos, not all of them. If you'd like viewer requested videos, member requested videos, member exclusive videos, we're still working out all the perks for the members, but you can see here, you're also going to be getting an initial shout out when you join the membership. Then you're also going to be getting a shout out in every video moving forward. So big shout out to my members, Rylick, James, Macker, Static, White T Steve, Anto, Wet Towelettes, The Demon, Wanix, Joao, Shafted, Ashish, Scar, James, and Raudo. So big thank you to all of my members. You are greatly appreciated. Thank you for the supporting the channel. Your support means the world to me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.